Golem Gates just had a very quiet release on Steam. This is a game that is trying to fill in the niche of the RTS CCG hybrid. How does it stand as a competitive game? Let's find out. And here we are with Golem Gates. And the first thing I'd like to mention is the options menu, which has indeed many different settings that one can change to their liking, but most importantly it includes a hotkey rebinding system that is of course a very welcome addition to any form of RTS in the present day. Now, when it comes to tutorial, the game does offer a full-fledged out walkthrough tutorial that introduces you to all the basic mechanics and all the basic interactions. The game also offers a vast range of trials that allow players to discover all the interesting mechanics and interactions that can happen within the game. When it comes to ranked play, unfortunately, Golem Gate does not offer a ladder system, so there is no way to queue for a ranked match or an unranked match that will serve as practice. Of course, we'll see no leaks and no seasons implemented as a result. Strangely enough, though, and this contributes negatively to the transparency of the game, is that we are presented with duels as being matches against players of similar skill. So that points towards a hidden MMR system that is not visible for the player. Now let me quickly jump into a game and show you the very interesting mechanics that this game brings to the table. Indeed, Golem Gates attempts to be an RTS CCG hybrid, and as such, as you can see from the screen, I have some starting hand from my 30 card deck. So these are both units and effects that can be casted on the battlefield. So with my starting hand, I control my special hero unit called the Harbinger that I can move around and can control like any other unit. And I can, of course, use my different units, different cards where I have vision. So, for example, I can cast this unit here, and then that will be a squad that I can control and I can micro and use to my advantage. So the game has a basic economic system where I have to capture these resource points, and that will give me more energy, as you can see increasing here in this bar. That will allow me in turn to cast more spells and produce more units. So for example, I can produce these units here, and you see there was that cost in energy. So with that, I'll try and find the opponent and just go for the win. And so that was the end of the game. Now, the endgame screen does offer quite a nice amount of information. As you can see, I'm giving basic metrics of how I did in the game, number of glyphs used, number of units killed, etc. And most importantly, graphs that provide very good visual feedback for what happened in the game and how the different metrics evolved. So this is actually a quite nice feature when it comes to player performance, but unfortunately this is not possible to be accessed after I end the match. So there is no track for this, so once I live, I get the rewards after the game, which of course involve very nice animations. I basically have no way to go back to those statistics. Once I go back to the main menu, there is actually no possibility for me to recover all that data from that particular game. So obviously no replay system here in place, which really hinders the competitive experience within Golem Gates. And this is a pity because Golem Gates really is aiming for a niche that is not really exploited, that is the RTS hybrid with collectible card game. And unfortunately, we cannot recommend the game in its current state as a means of competition. But mechanically speaking, this is a very promising game. And so we hope that future updates will patch all the issues that we've encountered. And that was another video in the series of competitive reviews at Enlightening Gaming. If you'd like to know how we set our standards and compare to other games, please follow this link where we go in depth in explaining each of the key aspects that a game should get right to be a good competitive experience. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment down below suggesting any further topics or games that you would like to see covered in the future. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about the philosophy behind online gaming, the basis for our critique, and how we do analysis of games, make sure to follow these links that take you to the presentation videos of the channel. Thank you very much, and as always, may your gaming be enlightened.